So here group 3 element and here group 5 element is added. In case of group 3 element, what will be? Suppose boron is there, maybe aluminum, maybe boron. Generally boron is added. Okay. So this is group 3 element, means it will have only 3 electrons in the outermost orbit. So as the rate of doping is 1:10⁶, that means from all sides germanium atom or silicon atom is surrounding it. So there is no bonding formed between two boron atoms. That is the purpose of maintaining that rate. So it is, suppose this is the germanium. This germanium is forming covalent bond from all sides. Maybe this side germanium, this side germanium. This side is also germanium. Here also germanium is there. So it is forming covalent bond from all sides. So this germanium is forming, suppose this, like this it is. Now it has got one extra electron here. This electron is not forming any covalent bond because here there is no electron left. So its octet is not complete, its octet is not complete. So what will be the tendency? So here a deficiency of electron is created. So here deficiency is created. This we call hole. So this hole is created here. What will be the result? Electron from somewhere else, it will come here and this hole will go there. Then only this covalent bond will form. Now this hole is free. Now this hole has to come here, this place. Now it will attract electron from some other place. So this hole will also start moving within the sample. And this free electron, which is coming from somewhere else, suppose it is coming here. One electron has come from this place, it has come to this place. Naturally, the hole has shifted to this place. So there will be movement of hole and electron both in this case. What will be the result? If suppose each impurity atom is creating one hole, then how many holes are there? So on an average, what will be, as we have added 10⁻16 impurity atom per cc. And due to thermal excitation, if you have taken germanium, 10⁻13 free electrons per cc are available. So 10⁻16 holes per cc and 10⁻13 free electrons and hole pair, we can say. This is due to thermal excitation. And this is due to impurity atom or due to doping. So this many carriers are available. Due to hole and due to electron, current will be conducted in same direction. Current will flow in same direction. So current is always flowing in opposite to the direction of flow of free electron, whereas in the direction of flow of holes or the positive charge. So current will be caused or conductivity will increase due to this, or conductivity will be there due to this one and this due to this one. So in this case, what will be total number of holes available are 10⁻16 plus 10⁻13. We are talking about normal temperature, not 0 Kelvin. At 0 Kelvin, this is not available, but this is available. So at 0 Kelvin also, it is conductor, means not conductor. it will conduct electricity. For conductor, suppose in case of copper, 10 or 23 electrons per cc are available. So in comparison to that, it has got very less, 10 or 16 only. Its conductivity is very less because free electrons or free holes, charge carrier is, number is very less. So in this case, number of hole is more, number of electron is less. So as hole is dominating, so we give the name P, that is positive. So positive charge carrier, that is hole, is dominating here. So number of holes will be how much? So total number of holes in germanium it is around 13, whereas in silicon it is only 10 only. So this will vary. This is almost same. So number of hole will be, this NH will be how much? 10 to the power 16 plus 10 to the power 13 per cc. Whereas number of free electrons, this Ne will be only 10 to the power 13 per cc. So this is so as number of hole is dominating here, so we give the name P type, that is positive type. So hole we call here majority carrier. Whereas electron is here, free electron of course, not the bound electrons. Free electrons we call minority carrier. So in P type, hole is majority carrier, electron is minority carrier. And its conductivity, what will be? Naturally the number of hole and number of electron are different. So it will be, conductivity will be due to both, and conductivity will be in the same direction. Current will be in same direction. So this conductivity will be NH mu H plus Ne mu E into charge of electron. Electron or hole is what? Deficiency of electron. So whatever charge is created there, that is same as electron, but nature is opposite. Hole will have positive charge, electron is negatively charged. So naturally its conductivity will be nearly 1000 times more than that of intrinsic semiconductor, because in case of intrinsic semiconductor, only 10 to the power 13 at normal temperature, 10 to the power 13 free electrons are there. So number of hole or number of electron was 10 to the power 13. But here 10 to the power 16 will be here. So its conductivity will increase, maybe nearly 10 to the power 3 times its conductivity increases. Whereas in case of good conductor, what will be? Number of free electron is of the order of 10 to the power 22 or 10 to the power 23 per cc. So much more than this. So conductivity of conductor is much more. No, almost 10 or 6 times more than this. So its conductivity is not zero now. Even at 0 Kelvin also, its conductivity is not zero. It will not behave as insulator. So this is P type. Now in case of N type, what will happen? So in N type, we are adding group 5 element. So group 5, maybe arsenic or lead or whatever it is. So as group 5 means it will have 5 electrons in the outermost orbit. So this 4 electron will form covalent bond with germanium, okay. Okay, so this way, suppose these bonds are formed. Now here it has got total 9 electrons, 4 this one and 4 covalent bonds, so 8 electrons this one. So this is ninth one. So its tendency will be to lose this electron. That means this electron will become free. Here, due to impurity, due to doping, hole is not produced. Due to doping, what will be? Each impurity atom will give one free electron. So what will be? Total number of free electron will become 10 to the power 16 plus 10 to the power 13. Right? Maybe 1.001 into 10 to the power 16 almost. If you are saying total 1, what will come? 1.001 13. Yeah. Into 10 to the power 16 per cc. So in this case, number of free electrons will become this much. So in this case, number of free electron, total number of free electron will be this much. And E will be this much. Whereas number of holes, because hole is created due to thermal excitation only, that will become 10 to the power 13 only at normal temperature, room temperature. So in this case, electron is dominating. Electron is of the order of 10 to the power 16, whereas hole is of the order of 10 to the power 13. So number of electron is much more than number of holes. So in this case, electron we call majority carrier and hole is minority carrier. By name N, because it is negatively charged. So majority carrier is negatively charged, so name is N type. Majority carrier positively charged, so name is P type. P means positive, N means negative. So you can recall in this way. Okay. So here number of free electron will become 10 to the power 16 of the order of this much, whereas number of hole will become of the order of 10 to the power 13. So here free electron is majority carrier. Free electrons, whereas minority carrier is hole. So this is P type and N type semiconductor. This we call extrinsic because externally some impurity is added. How this impurity is added? So when the semiconductor is in molten state, that is suppose germanium well, extraction of the germanium when it is in molten stage only, at that time only impurity atom is added. It is not there in solid state. When it comes, then we can't add it. Okay, so this is P type and N type semiconductor. Now PN junction diode. PN junction diode or semiconductor diode. Or diode simply. Whatever you are, make it the same thing. Earlier there was different type of diode. One we call means one was valve was there, but nowadays that is not used. So nowadays, if diode means semiconductor diode only. Valve diode is not there. Earlier we were having valve diode also. That's why the size of radio was very big one. Due to this valve diode and valve transistor was of very big size. Nowadays, in place of these diode or these all, only IC is used. In the IC, what happens? More than millions of elements, electronic are present in one small chip. Okay, so this is PN junction diode or semiconductor diode. So as the name is clear here, so one will be P-type semiconductor, other will be N-type semiconductor, and they are joined. That is junction is formed. That's why the name is PN junction. So in this case, during the extraction of this germanium, suppose when it is, when they are in molten stage only, in some part group 3 impurity is added, in some or the remaining part group 5 element is added, intentionally it is added, and the same rate, our rate will change accordingly whatever the diode we are using or what is our purpose. So rate of doping is changed. So in this case, what happens, suppose this is our PN junction diode. Okay. So suppose this region is P type, this region is N type. So in P type, what will be? We are only interested in the inner carrier, charge carrier. Charge carrier means free electron and hole. So in P type, what will be? The hole is the majority carrier. So we will show, okay, these are the suppose holes. This is not arranged, maybe haphazard way, whatever it is, because they are free. They can move anywhere. But some electron is also present. Suppose this is, say, negative charge, okay? Some electron is also present. And the ratio you are knowing, positive is 10 over 6, 10 over 16, whereas electron is 10 over 13. So in this case, in case of N type, what will be? Electron will be the majority carrier. So this side there will be majority of electrons. So all are electron only, okay? Okay, suppose these all are electron only. One or two may be holes, well, ratio you are knowing. So all are negatively charged, maybe one or two we are making hole. So this is, so there is no sharp boundary here. They are within that germanium wafer only, or germanium, whatever it is, you can say plate or whatever the size shape may be. Now there will be diffusion. So here what is happening here? There is deficiency of electron. This side is excess of electron. So result, this electron will start moving this side. So that we call diffusion takes place. Now suppose these all are impurity atom we are showing. We are interested only in the impurity one. So here impurity atom means what? Suppose this is the boron. Okay, this side is boron. What is happening here? 3 electrons are there. And here is deficiency created. Okay. This all covalent bond is formed. And here 1 electron is present. That is 7 electrons are there. But this 8th one there is shortage, deficiency. Now this side, what is that? Arsenic is there. It has got 5 electrons. Now this is the 5th one. These all, this octet is complete. This is the excess one. Now where is this situation, what is happening? It is electrically neutral. When the electron is present here, this is electrically neutral. When this hole is not present, hole is created here, then it is electrically neutral. Whatever number of electron or whatever number of proton of boron is there, that is equal. Now what will happen? This arsenic is losing the electron. And this electron has reached here. What will be the result? Now this boron has gained 1 extra electron. Result? This B minus is formed. Here, what is the result? This As plus is formed. So when diffusion starts, these all impurity atom will start gaining negative charge or will be negatively charged. Whereas this side, arsenic will start getting positive charge. Result, this negative charge, that is electron cloud here, will oppose further diffusion. Otherwise, what will be? It will become useless. Once we create it and we are not using it, then also all the electron will come here, all the holes will go that side, that it will electrically neutral. That will become useless. We will not be able to use it. So this diffusion is stopped. Once new fresh it is created, at that time diffusion will be there, and then after that what will be, this side negative charge is created and this side some positive charge is created. This atom, impurity atom, we are not showing here. So this negative charge and this positive charge, these all are impurity atom only. Here negative charge is created, due to which further diffusion will stop. Understood? Whatever current is produced, that we call diffusion current. And what is the direction of the current? A negative charge is coming from this side, so current will be this side only. So this current we call diffusion current. Now when we connect it, so now this is stopped. After, when we have not applied any external source, this diffusion current will stop within microsecond only. It will not take more time, much time. As a result, what happened here, some negative potential is created and here some positive potential is created. This is just like a cell. The potential which is developed here, that potential difference we call potential barrier. So whatever potential is developed here, that we call potential barrier. So due to this diffusion of electron and hole, some potential difference is created here. This side, P side will become negatively charged and side will become positively charged. As a result, a potential difference is created, and this we call potential barrier. This potential barrier is of the order of 0.3 volt in germanium, whereas 0.7 volt in silicon. And this region we call depletion region or depletion layer. That is, an electric field is produced in this region, and the thickness is of the order of 10 to the power minus 6 meter. The thickness of this layer or width we can say. So width of this depletion region or depletion layer is of the order of 10 to the power minus 6 meter. So what will be the electric field? As you know, this electric field is minus dV by dr. So the magnitude of this field will be how much? 0.3 into 10 power 6, that is 3 into 10 to the power 5 volt per meter in silicon, whereas 7 into 10 to the power 6 volt per meter in, so here it will be germanium and here it will be silicon. So this field is created here due to this potential difference, and this potential difference is within this region only, this difference. So electric field intensity which is created here is of the order of 10 to the power 6 volt per meter. So it is very large field, very. So in order to start or continue this further diffusion, we will have to apply potential difference externally, and that we call biasing of the semiconductor diode. Due to this diffusion current, this current will stop within no time. When it is fresh prepared, at that time only diffusion current will be there. After that it will stop. Or we can say in equilibrium what will be this diffusion current and this, suppose drifting may be also there. Some electron may penetrate this. So due to this drifting may take place, then it will become equal. So after some time we will not get any current. So in order to overcome this potential barrier, when we apply voltage this side, so this is negative. So when we apply larger potential difference, positive side, this majority carrier will be attracted, that is, electrons will be attracted from this side. If you apply negative this side, what will be? Only the minority carrier will be attracted. So current will be due to minority carrier. So there are two types of biasing. P type is connected to positive terminal of the battery and is connected to a negative terminal of battery, that we call forward biasing. That is, in that case, the majority carrier will be accelerated. That we call depletion layer is decreased. Almost it will become zero. When further diffusion will start, depletion layer will almost zero. Whereas if P type is connected to the negative terminal of battery, N type is connected to positive terminal of the battery, what will be? This diffusion will not take place. So we say this depletion layer is further widened. only minority carrier will be supported. So there are two types of biasing. One we call forward biasing, another we call reverse biasing. Now the forward biasing. So this sometimes we give the symbol of this potential barrier as, suppose this is negative and this is positive, like this it is given symbol. So this gives the symbol of the battery. So this we call potential barrier. Which is of the order of 0.3 volt in germanium and 0.7 volt in silicon. Now, forward biasing of PN junction diode. So, in case of forward biasing, what will be? This is connected to positive terminal. This is connected to negative terminal. If you are applying 1.5 volt, that will be also sufficient. Because here we have to overcome only 0.3 volt or 0.7 volt. So 1.5 volt means sufficient. That's why semiconductors or these nowadays electronic circuits are working efficiently at very low voltage. They don't require 220 volt. That's why we are giving DC normal. All the electronic circuits are requiring DC only, and that of very low voltage, maybe 6 volt sufficient. Okay, so we are applying, suppose this externally, which is connected this way. Now what will happen? Now this negative terminal of the battery will repel these electrons. So these electrons will start further diffusing. Now it will be attracted by this. So as here it is suppose 1.5 volt and here only 0.7 volt. So naturally it will experience larger force. So we say this depletion layer will keep on decreasing. Now there is no voltage now here. So almost it will become continuous. So these all will start moving this side. Current this way. This we call drift current. Or simply I. So there, this current will start in this direction. Due to diffusion also it was in same direction. So now further diffusion will take place or drifting will take place and we are getting the current. So in this case, this majority carrier will experience force in forward direction. That is, it has got the tendency to move this side. Now it is experiencing force in the same direction. So result, current will increase. In reverse biasing, what will happen? So biasing will be done in the direction of this potential barrier only. Result, these all majority carriers are repelled. So they will not be able to reach here. We say this depletion layer will be further widened, will become very wide. So not a single electron will from this side will come to this place. Now which one will come? Now this minority carrier will able to reach here. This is experiencing which type of force? So this is negative terminal. So this minority carrier will start moving this side. And here is the electron, so it will be diffused by this one only. Equal number of electrons will come here, or this electron will start coming this side. So as a result, this current will be very less because it is conductivity is very less here. Majority carriers are stopped. They are experiencing repelling force. So they are stopped. Only this minority carrier will be supported by this potential because this potential is in the direction of potential barrier. So only minority carrier will able to drift. So current will be due to minority carrier. Naturally, this current will decrease. In case of forward biasing, the current is of the order of milliampere. It will not be in the order of ampere because it is not good conductor. When we are applying 1.5 volt or 2 volt, current will be of the order of milliampere. Whereas here, when we apply, suppose 6 volt or more than that, depending on our purpose, suppose we are changing the voltage. So current in normal case, what will be of the order of microampere? Because minority carrier is of the order of 10 or 13. Majority carrier is of the order of 10 or 16. So if current is, in case of forward biasing, 10 watt means milliampere, then it will become microampere. So this current will be moving in the direction of positive. So this current in reverse biasing, so current in reverse biasing will be from N type to P type. And it will be of the order of microampere, 10 to the power minus 6 ampere. Whereas in forward biasing, what will be? Current will be from P type to N type. And it will be of the order of milliampere. Maybe 50 milliampere, 60 milliampere, like that it's coming. So generally it will become 0.00, not 20, only 10, 0.0, something will come, 1, 2, 3, 4, like that it will come. So this is milliampere and this is current will be microampere in normal case. Sometime it will increase, that other thing is happening that we call junction breakdown will take place, then only current will suddenly increase. That will come when we do the characteristics. Okay, so this is biasing of the PN junction diode. Now this symbol of diode is so we make a triangle like this and this is one line. So this is the symbol. This we call P type and this line represents N type. That may be solid triangle or that may be hollow triangle, no problem. Generally in book you will find solid triangle. So this is PN type, okay, this is solid only. If you are making hollow also in the answer, no problem. So this triangle represent P type, this represent N type. That is the symbol of this one. Now characteristics of PN junction diode. How current varies with potential. this experiment you have to do in the lab, and that will be your project. So two type of characteristics. One will be in forward biasing and other is in reverse biasing. So in project you have to write this. What is the diode? What is PN diode? What is P-type semiconductor? What is N-type semiconductor? Then PN junction diode. After that, characteristics in forward biasing, reverse biasing, and then we will measure the Zener voltage that we'll discuss. So this part is your project. So for the time being, you write it. Reading part, observation part you leave. When you will do the practical, at that time you will write. So first is in forward biasing. So we have to draw the circuit. This ammeter we have to select, which can measure correctly up to milliampere. Generally in the lab, digital ammeter will be given to you. We have to measure the potential difference also. You can connect here, no problem. Potential difference, that is voltmeter is connected in parallel to this. And this is P-type, this is N-type. So here this side positive, this side negative. Maybe you will be given the electronic battery. One rheostat will be used, and this jockey on the rheostat. So when we move it, then potential difference will change. This is the sliding wire. So when this sliding wire is here, naturally potential difference is 0. So we keep on increasing, sliding this side, left, right side. The voltage will keep on increasing. So reading of this voltmeter and reading of this ammeter, we have to record. So the table will be number of observation, reading of voltmeter, in volt, and reading of ammeter, milliammeter we can say, in, you can record in milliampere, no problem, or you can record in ampere. Generally, milliampere will be better. Okay, so this with the table you have to make. And this wire will be slided from here to here. We will record the voltmeter reading. We will record the ammeter reading. You make the table and plot the graph. So we will plot a graph. Now graph will be between V and I. This we say this is voltmeter V, reading is V, this is I. So this I in milliampere, we can take this V in volt, we can take. So you will get the graph, it will come like this. So this we call knee voltage, that is here, up to here it will become 0. And practically also you will find, if your diode is silicon one, then here it will be up to 0.7 volt, you will not get any current. If your diode is of germanium one, up to 0.3 voltage, you will not get any current. After that, current will suddenly increase. So this will be the graph, practically you will find. Now from this graph, you will see this part is almost linear, straight. That means it is behaving like same conductor. Whereas if you compare here from here, the resistance is varying. Resistance is what? The slope of this graph will give conductance. No? So resistance is 1 by slope of the graph. So you will see the slope is changing. It is not same. The middle part will almost be linear. So we say it has got dynamic resistance. Resistance is not constant. Resistance is dynamic. It is varying. So this is forward biasing. This we have to do in lab. Now other is reverse biasing. So in case of forward biasing, what will be? This is positive terminal. So this side is positive volt as it is DC. So we have to take care which side will be what? Ammeter. This is positive side of the battery. So this side will be positive and this will be negative. If you will not connect, your deflection will not be in right side direction. Deflection will go down below 0. It will start and stop. It will not show any. In electronic one, negative will be written, minus this much current. So we have to take care of this polarity while doing DC circuit. Okay. Now in case of reverse biasing, what will be? You can change the diode or you can change the battery. When you will change the battery polarity, what will be? So simple will be, we will change the diode only. This ammeter will start reading microampere. So almost you will get 0 and after volt increase the voltage. So here we will increase the voltage. We will not use only 3 volt battery. We will use the electronic power supply. You will be able to change the potential difference. So we will use maybe 6 volt or 9 volt that we will use depending on which Zener diode you are getting in the market. So generally we will take 6 volt Zener diode that you have to purchase from the market. Cost will be 1-2 rupees. Okay, so now this will come of the order of microampere. Now your graph will come as the direction of current will change now. You have changed this one, so direction of current change. Now it is coming from, earlier it was from P2 and now it is from this side to this side, N to P2 will come. So the current is this side. Earlier it was P2 and now it is N to P. So current direction is changing. So this part we are showing, okay, like this. Suppose after that we will complete this part also. This was I in milliampere. The complete graph will be like this. This is V in volt. This part we have already completed. Now this side we will take I in microampere order. This axis we will change. Voltage in volt only. You will get, the graph will come like this. Almost it will be zero. Constant, almost zero. Why is it so? Because now the current is due to minority carrier. So here if you are getting 10 milliampere, then here it will get 10 microampere. So current will almost zero and it will be constant. It will not increase. There it will keep on increasing. When you increase the voltage, as the majority carrier is large number of majority carrier for present, so it will keep on increasing. But here minority carrier is very less. So once we apply the voltage, maybe 6 volt or 7 volt, it will become almost constant. All the minority carrier will able to reach the opposite polarity. So current will not increase. But when you keep on increasing the voltage, at certain stage you will find the current is suddenly increasing. It will come like this. So this also we have to measure where this will happen. So current will suddenly increase. At this stage we say the junction breakdown has taken. This happens when the large number of covalent bond breaks, because minority carrier will be produced due to breaking of the bond only. So when large number of covalent bond breaks suddenly, then this type of situation will come. And when this will come, that particular voltage we call Zener voltage. So junction breakdown will take place. After that, the voltage will become almost constant. Current will increase, but voltage will become almost constant. And this voltage we call Zener voltage. Junction breakdown will start from here only, but the Zener voltage will be slightly more than that. So practically we have to measure this voltage also, where this. So this will be your project. What is P-type semiconductor? What is N-type semiconductor? What is intrinsic? From there we will start. Intrinsic, extrinsic, what is doping? What is P-type? What is N-type? Then PN junction diode. After that, what is depletion layer? Then biasing, forward biasing, reverse biasing. And finally, in the lab, you will do these observations. Understood? Yes? Class member, you
Yes,
are
sir.
knowing that today is 2-period continuous now. Maybe mentioned whatever it is, that is not problem. You are knowing the timetable? Timetable you are not having?
Yes, sir, we
Then
have.
it is 2-period continuous now.